Hey there everybody, welcome back to another episode. So it's been a while since I posted, I know, but just been really busy guys. But regardless, on this video, I want to go a little bit over on why I finally sold my Microsoft shares, alright? And not just Microsoft alone, but I also sold my Apple shares and basically just my whole portfolio as a whole and got rid of just everything in stocks completely, alright? Aside from Roth IRAs and all that stuff. But regardless, when it comes to stocks, we finally got rid of everything, guys. Now, I want to bring value into this video, so that's why I'm going to go over on why I sold them. Because as investors, guys, well, we just kind of need to know when to cut the rope on a certain stock, on a certain company. But anyways, let's go deep into the video. So as you can see on the screen below, guys, you can see that I finally sold everything. There's basically nothing but like a penny stock or two on there, which I'm going to get rid of anyways as well. But we basically sold everything in that portfolio, okay, guys, on my Robinhood portfolio, right? And the main reason that I did this, guys, is because at a certain point as investors, you have to set a target price in which you want to make a profit from, okay? Now, yes, you can continue to hold on stocks forever and ever. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some people might say that I should have just kept them, in that portfolio and let them to continue to grow and whatnot. But listen, when I invested into Microsoft and Apple and even Amazon at that, I set certain price goals on when to actually sell them, okay? Now, I didn't expect to meet these price goals so soon, but I made them and I had to stick to them because as investors, guys, you just sometimes got to go with your gut on when something's too good to be true at a certain point, aka the stock market is really, really high right now at all-time highs. And you just have to be able to cut that cord, okay? Because if you start getting attached to your companies in which you've invested in, well, it can kind of go downhill for some people. And it might not. I mean, it can go very extremely well. Some people will hold these stocks for, years and years to come. And that's perfectly fine as well. If I wasn't making other, financial choices right now in my life, I probably would have kept those stocks all in that portfolio as well. But because of other things that I want to get going and whatnot, some debt that I want to knock off, there's a reason why I sold all of these. But anyways, now when it comes to my Apple stock, I told myself if Apple ever reaches $200 a share, I'm going to sell them. And well, that actually happened, so I ended up selling all those shares. And well, with Microsoft, I was like, you know what? I invested into it. I'm already like 70-80% up return on my investment. If we can go to 100% on my investment, okay, on me, basically when I bought them, which is like at around $90 or so a piece back then, well, it just kept going up and up and up. And finally, it reached to that point where it said 100% return on an investment. And finally, obviously you can see on the, Microsoft chart on the Robinhood app, or even on your computer screen, it shows right there how much of a return you're getting so far. Well, it finally reached that 100% and I was like, okay, I got to do it. I got to pull the cord. I set a goal for myself with this stock and I got to let it go because otherwise something could happen and, it might go back down and I won't reach that goal ever again, maybe for a good while. Now, of course, obviously that's not true right now, but regardless, we sold them all and that was that, right? After that, I sold the rest of the stocks that were in that portfolio, got rid of them, and boom, everything's gone just like that, all right? Now, the main reason that I want to say this, guys, is because, again, you have to know when to sell a stock, okay? Now, yes, you can continue to hold it forever and ever, and that's okay, okay? That's perfectly fine, nothing wrong with that. But there's just some times when you just got to secure those profits, and just maybe down the road, something will happen to the stock market, which will cause them to go down, maybe 20%, 30%, 60%, I mean, who knows? Everything is so overpriced right now. There's different other things to factor in as well, like student debt, consumer debt, just all those numbers. And at a certain point, I thought to myself, like, I got to just take these profits and take them while I can. Because if something happens within the next few months and, those stocks go down extremely hard or so, well, then, I mean, I'm going to kind of regret it because I didn't, take that profit while I could have. And then I'll just be like, damn. Now, of course, obviously I will buy more shares or something like that, but regardless, guys, we secured profits, which is something that any investor should do sometimes, is securing some type of profits, okay? Now, some people, they'll sell half of those shares just to make some type of profit and still keep some on the side to keep continuing to grow for them. That's something that I thought of as well, but I was like, you know what? I got to get rid of it all. I got to do something with that money just sitting there. Now, the total amount in that whole portfolio was like around $2,000 or so after everything else that I've been pulling out. So now with that being said, with that money, guys, I'm going to be able to finish paying off the rest of my car that I owe on. I should be done with it in like March or April or so. And this is going to knock down that huge monthly payment that I have on it. And with that, guys, I'm going to be able to invest even way harder on my Amazon business that I'm working on. Because with that car payment, guys, I'm not really putting too much money or even as much effort as I should be into my Amazon business. I mean, I've just been sourcing for items, contacting a lot of wholesalers and whatnot, which is the most that I can do right now to the limited amount of capital that I have at the time. But without that car payment, guys, we're going to move extremely fast, which will allow us to eventually down the road get back into the stock market. But that's another thing, guys, is that everything's so overpriced right now that I do believe something will happen. When? Who knows, okay? I'm not saying that's going to happen anytime this year, even next year. I mean, for all we know, every single stock that I sold right now could continue to go up in the next 5, even more 10 years, all right? So there's the possibility of that. But again, if it wasn't for these financial situations that I'm going through right now, I probably would have just kept them and just let them continue to grow. So that's definitely something that you want to consider as an investor as well, okay, guys? Is if you have any debt right now, or just, you know, other payments that are kind of just bothering you at the moment, and you have money stuck in some investments, it might be a good idea to consider, you know, pulling some of that money out and knocking out some debt of any sort, of right? Because you see, with Microsoft, at least I was making 100% return on my money. So I doubled my money on that investment. So that's an extremely good investment that I made. Compared to my car payment, which I'm only paying like 4 to 5% on, I mean, regardless, I still made profit, guys. So that was a good investment. But if I continue to just pour money into the stock market, guys, I mean, when you really think about it, that debt is knocking down almost some type of profit, if not maybe almost all of it, compared to what I'm getting back on my money. So knocking down that car payment is going to be extremely well. And that's just something that some of you may want to consider, okay, guys? Now, I'm no stock market guru or anything of that sort, but that's just how I see it, okay? And even though I do believe in long-term investing, which I really do, guys, again, at the moment, this is just a choice that I decided to make, was to basically, you know, take 2 steps back so that I can make a huge step forward into our financial goals, okay? Because, I mean, I'm barely in my 20s and, you know, I got like a whole other, the rest of my life to just continue investing, okay? Which is why in the meantime, I continue to feed my brain, continue to feed that, you know, good knowledge on it, and just learn. That way later down the road, if something does happen, we're going to be ready, guys. We're going to have cash on hand. We're going to invest hardcore, and we're going to be getting extremely wealthy simply because I decided to take 2 steps back. That way I can take a huge step forward, okay? Now, again, this is just my personal point of view on this, okay? You don't have to follow any of this. I suggest nobody follow any of my advice, honestly. You know, do your own research, you know, go check it out for yourself. You know, do your own research, okay, guys? Always do your own research. Learn from your own mistakes and just keep on learning, okay, guys? Because if there's one thing that the stock market has taught me is that sometimes you just have to take profits, okay, guys? Because let me tell you guys, when it comes to investing in the stock market, I've learned so much in just those few years that I've been in the stock market. I've just learned so much. So again, next time, we're going to be more than ready, okay? We're going to be making portfolio updates and just so much more, but all in due time. And until then, we're just going to knock out this debt, work on our business, and just continue to work, all right? 2020 is going to be a great year for me, hopefully for the rest of you as well. I'm really looking forward to everything that's coming up in the future. There's going to be a lot more to go into detail in the next few videos, so be sure to check that out as well, guys. So if you did enjoy this video, guys, and you found some type of value, guys, I'm going to leave a video up here somewhere. Be sure to go check that video out as well. I'll see you over there. And that's going to wrap it up for today, alright, guys? Later.